Oh man. All right, okay. Okay. All right, man. All right, here we go. Over and over again. Here we go. I think I fixed it. As long as my internet stays on, which I think it's good to go, I fixed my OBS problem. I did a real quick search on the internet, did the Google internet. Well, most of it's my fault. Not to mention my cable goes out because of Comcast. You pay the extra money for the blast internet. They seem to want to hit the button on you just to mess with you, to turn it off. It did go out. It came back on, stopped raining, a little cloudy out, but I'm determined to do this live. I don't really feel like editing, even though my webcam likes to fucking freeze up. Anyway, we're back. What part is my fault, you're trying to say to yourself? Well, it's the, if this camera freezes one more time, I'll throw it against the wall. Well, when I moved around my room, because I like moving around my room, let me see if I can fix this from internet problems. All right, here we go. See if that works a little better. I didn't connect my Ethernet cord to my router. So I was trying to get everything off Wi-Fi. Especially when the cable was going out, it's kind of impossible to get Wi-Fi. The OBS stuff hasn't popped up on me. It's not giving me every 5 seconds turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off. So that was a bit rate problem or internet problem or a router problem. Well, needless to say, it was my fault because when I changed around my room, because I'm like a weirdo that needs to change his stuff around to make it feel like it's new for some reason, but I moved my desk around. I ran everything, hooked everything up, but I did not hook up my Ethernet cord because I like going hardline to my router. So there you go. I think I fixed everything. Even though it was my fault, I never blame myself because I blame my wife. She's not even here. It's her fault. It's her fault I did not connect my Ethernet cord. That's how I do it. Anyway, we're back again. Macaroni and cheese. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got the Wolfman here. Put him over here for a second. Just for a second. Let me bring him up here. The reason why I bring him up is because this is the next topic. Thanks, Head, for letting me know. So far, so good. Yeah, it is pretty good. I do that on me too. I do too. I blame that motherfucker for everything that goes wrong. This is my custom Warhammer with a vampire head Superman with a silver and black suit that I did not like. I bought it for head sculpt for another project. Didn't work out. But I got pretty good straight lines here on this one. This brings me to my next. If you want to see that video, it's on the channel. It didn't do too well. Apparently people don't like that one. I don't either. I do like the way it turned out. I like it. He's all hunched over because he's got a slip disc. I do got me some Buzz Lightyear Mirrorverse. Love him. This is a cool figure. Wish he wasn't so boxy in the middle, but he's pretty cool. Let's get right to the business right now of the 100th time trying to do this video. Now, this next one here is a funny story. Right here, I could not find the Pizza Club turtle. It's not going to happen. Like I said in my last video, let me put it on the screen. That's what my target looks like. To re-understand why this is part 2, my internet went out. That's my local Target about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. That's what they have. That's what they offer me on my collector's corner. As you can see on the left-hand side, it's all this shit that people put in their cart and they put back on the shelf because there's no collector's spot at all. Am I aggravated about that? Very upset. That's one of the main reasons why I quit collecting here for a few months or a couple months. Number one, because it's a waste of money. I spend more money in gas than I do toys to try to find these things. There's a Target 20 minutes away from me, 25 minutes away from me that usually has the stuff, but you got to be really quick to get there. But this is my collector's corner, as you can see, at my Target that's 6 minutes away if I don't hit any red lights. See the books on the bottom second shelf? You see that? See all the junk laying around? See the goddamn Tupperware cup in the middle there, right next to Goofy, or whoever that is? You know, it's all the shit that people don't want in their cart, and they throw it in the collector's corner because the collector's corner is empty. Man, I wish our Target would get their shit together. I understand. I agree. Really, the great value Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, mac and cheese fall. That's right, Tootsie Roll. That's goddamn right. I hate, and it's a wonderful word, I hate my Target. Anyway, back to what the more important shit is. See this right here? While we're going to take this out, this thing was 12 bucks. I was never going to pick these up. This is the very Ninja Elite series. No, it's not. This is the Elite series, in my opinion, back here. That's the definitive Turtles for me. The blurry guy back there. The Michelangelo and Donatello over here. That's the definitive Turtles no matter what. I do love the pizza. I do love the Pizza Club though, Turtles, because it's the more the cartoon bright shit. Let me get this out of here as fast as I can so it doesn't make too much noise, because I hate that noise of trying to get something out of the package. It really bothers me. I can't stand the noise of it. It makes me, I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to get them out with less noise as possible. I do hate that raggly. Okay, here we go. Look at this. $12. So me and my daughter, as on the screen right now, Tootsie Roll, had went to the Target to try to find the Pizza Club or find anything that's relatively new. They normally have it, but you have to get there at a certain time. So apparently it didn't work. I'm not really big into the Turtles in Disguise. It's not my thing. But there's one thing to this figure that beats out all the rest. And also beats out, as I must say, it beats out Todd McFarlane's line of figures. Even his own Spawn character. And you're probably going to say, what do you mean by that? How is this cheap-ass $12.99, well, actually $12.49 exactly, have to do, and he's strapped, they got him strapped down, I ain't going to lie to you. They got this motherfucker wire tied. Look. They got him wire tied in this bitch. They ain't kidding around. I didn't know that. All right, give me a second, guys. I know the people in China love me, and they just can't wait. The anticipation of this figure that's been out for 10 years for me to review it. Not so much a review. I'm not going forth for a review. And you think I'm kidding about the wire ties? They're all over this thing. I'm not kidding. They did not want you to rip this one off, even though it was a $12.49 figure, which is fine. I get it. There's a lot of people that do some box swapping and mix and matching, but I am not kidding. I'm going to show you. This guy had wire ties everywhere. Old school wire ties. There's another one. Let me get that one too. There's another one. He had 6 plastic ties. They were not letting this one go. Oh, and top of that, he's got the rubber. He's got the plastic ties on the bottom, the little plastic ones. See? Wow, that must be a really expensive figure. To me, they're not really that big a deal. I never saw it after to find these, but there's one thing, as I just mentioned, you probably say to yourself. Tootsie Roll says, I hate when figures have 600 tri-taps and they're tied up as a serial killer's basement. Yes, that's right. You're right. That nobody was getting this out of the package in the aisle of Target or a Walmart or wherever this is sold, because they would have heard that. They would have heard. So this, oh, you know what? He passed the test. Let me go down a little bit. He passed the test. Let me come down. Look at that. He passed the stand-up out of the box test. I didn't even really. Wow. Now, not to be mean, this was a great present. I prefer this over that. But there you go. I know what you're saying. They're cheaper. It's not that much. You know, he's heavy. He's got wonderful sculpt. I still love this over that. So I'm not trying to say it's, you know, I got to get me a Donatello now to complete my monster. Some of my monster. I'm just missing me a Donatello. Got me a Michelangelo mummy. Got me. I mean, you got to get a little bit of the badass Creature from Black Lagoon, Leonardo. Back to this figure. Stands up perfectly. I mean, even sideways. Look at his feet. That motherfucker's got flat feet and he can stand up. You know what I'm saying? So that's very impressive. He's got toes. I know. I don't need all this. I don't need all this. You know what I mean? I don't need all this. You don't need toes. If anybody watched my video on my other channel, I explain why you don't need toes. That's why I'm eating so much candy. I'm trying to get diabetes, get them cut off. Anyway, that's Pig, Rat, and Family channel. I'm getting rid of this. This is coming off. I knew this was coming off when I got it. This was not, I'm not using this. This is coming off. Now, if I could find the rest, well, it depends where I go with this. I mean, I can make any color I want out of the turtle. I can paint his, I'm leaving him Michelangelo, though. I'm going to show you guys what the plan is for Michelangelo. If I can get his jacket off. Jesus. Splinter put this bitch on heavy. It ain't coming off, man. I'm trying to rush because I want my internet to pop out. But I will say, the OBS problem is solved. It started yesterday when I was doing my gaming. This here, I don't really care about that. I'll give that to my daughter. She can wear that. I'll give that to Katie. Now look, he's all banged up. He's got all, I must have did that. Okay, so now fingers. This is very bizarre. Now you come with this turtle. I prefer this. I prefer that turtle over this turtle, of course. They're made with the same intentions to be obviously it's a lot cheaper turtle. I mean, obviously. But I'm not trying to compare them by no means, but what I'm going to do with this turtle, Turtle World says I either get diabetes or die trying. Me too. You're going to say to yourself, what do you mean McFarlane toys don't have nothing on this right now? Look at this compared to Spawn and all the other action figures. This is a McFarlane toy here. That's a McFarlane toy back there. Back here. So this is what I'm talking about. He got lazy. He got rich and lazy. This right here, look. I got real chains, man. I got real chains. This here is amazing. I absolutely love when companies have the time to actually put in the 30 cents more, or not even at the 10 cents more, or the 5 cents more, or 3 cents more worth of chain. This here, that's why I want to make this one special. You know how I'm going to do that? Well, let's put one back here. I'm kind of excited about this, but the story behind this, before I get going how I want to paint it, I got a small story for you guys as how I got this turtle. Me and my daughter right there, Tootsie Roll, she said, you want to go to the other Target? I said, sure, absolutely. I'm up for that anytime. You say you want to go to the other Target with me? I'll go. That's not too bad going by yourself, but it's more fun to go with somebody and go on a little toy hunt. I don't mind. I love it. I love that kind of stuff. But we went there. The one that I'm talking about is about 25 minutes away. 20 minutes away. Not bad at all drive. It's not too far. Maybe it's a little less with the but is a Mad Max neighborhood. It's in a very seedy area. Reason I say is because there was a mall connected to it. Never went inside the mall. I've been to this Target several times. Never went to that mall. Went inside. So the mall, to give you an idea of what's going on with the mall has about 6 or 7 flyers on it, or pieces of paper that says no hoodies with a red ring, Ghostbusters ring on it. No hoodies allowed. Thinking, okay, well, okay. Then it also has several pieces of paper that look like flyers. Just a regular piece of paper that somebody printed off a computer. No guns allowed. Why not? Why can't I go in there and shoot the fucking place up? I'm thinking to myself. Because if you go there on a Saturday, there's dirt bikes going up and down the road. Cars going up and down the road. Nice cars that people have they really put some time in their car and went to the Target parking lot and they're polishing it up. Hey man, have a good time, whatever. I don't care. I went there at like 6 o'clock one night. Felt out of place a little bit, but I still went in. I faced my fears. I went in, got my figure, and I got out of there. Anyway, what I'm getting at is we went into the mall. We walked into the mall. And it was a warning signs on the mall. Now, you can only see part of the mall from the entrance. And the actual Washington Square Mall sign is missing where it says Washington. It just says Square because it's been busted out. We walk in just to decide to go have a little, fancy walk through the mall. It's a dead mall. It's got about 15 stores, I guess, total in the giant mall. And this place turned out to be a giant mall. Of course, the mall that's connected to this Target put up the blinders and the metal door down so you can't get from the mall to Target. They shut that down. Really funny. They shut that down like a big giant metal garage door. Now, when you go in there, there was a hairstylist place in there as well, among other weird places, that they kept the metal mesh down so you can't come in the store unless you're getting your hair cut. So it's kind of a seedy place. It was kind of fun to walk through to see how mad you can get, you know, when you're Mad Max in a Mad Max situation. He's going to fall. Anyway, so we walked through there, had some fun, had some laughs, you know. It was only a couple stores. There was a couple stores in there. Let's give him an action pose. Pretty good action pose right here. There was a couple stores that you could buy a soda or a drink. I don't know what you're buying out of there, and I wouldn't eat anything out of this mall. The playground place in the mall, you know, the real big plastic toys and shit and the slides, that was all dirty and shit and run down and busted. But that's not why we're there. We're there to get a Pizza Club turtle or look for anything else we can find. So I happened to pick this up because now I'm aggravated. I can't find the Pizza Club. I can't find shit. I give up. I'm done with the Pizza Club. I'm done. I don't even want it now. I don't even care. Who cares? I was kind of done collecting there. Therefore, I'm tired of going to these places and never have anything. I get some stuff offline. Yes, still can't find it unless you buy it on eBay, marked up. And I don't pay markup prices on eBay. I did one time. I bought a vintage He-Man and a vintage Battle Cat together for $100. Wife thought that was crazy. I said, it doesn't matter. I'm buying it anyway. Anyway, here's what I'm going to do with this. I'm thinking it first. First, I was thinking black and white, but I thought, you know what? Maybe not. This is probably not the best thing to do this on, but I'm going to try it because I got confidence. I got a little bit of confidence going when it came to my Warhammer back here. My Warhammer back there where I got my lines straight. My eyes went crossed a few times, but my lines went straight, pretty much straight. So I'm thinking, now that I'm trying to drag on this video, for some reason, I don't know why, I think I'm going to do a shell shading Michelangelo. I'm going to repaint. Oh yeah, by the way, since my first Father's Day's gifts got screwed up, and I almost forgot, Tootsie Roll also got me some badass matte white. We're going to try that out on some Michelangelo. Appreciate that, Head. Everything you got me, I really appreciate. You're always taking care of me, and the rest of my kids did too. All of them did. All of them gave me some fantastic stuff this year. Very cool stuff. But right here, there we go, baby. Got some matte white primer, army paint. Yep. Very excited about that. Especially it's a matte. I love matte. I love matte shit. So I'm going to go with a matte white. May put a drop, a half a drop of black to very lighten it up, darken it up just a tad bit. I don't know yet. I don't know because it won't, I guess it won't matter. Anyway, what we're going to do is shell shading. If you don't know what shell shading is, it's sort of go with one color, go with a medium tone color, I'm thinking. I'm going to go with more of a green type like this, Buzz Lightyear. The green type, as you can see here, maybe not exact. And I know in my first video I explained, I'm painting my truck. I got red enamel all in my fingernails that are all busted up because I like chewing them. Because I'm nervous about fucking doing anything, so I'm biting my teeth like Bugs Bunny. So this is not dirt. I can't help it. I've been washing my fingers for years. I have a video come out on this channel. I cannot get this enamel out, and I'm not much of sitting there giving myself a pedicure. Tootsie Roll says, matte is the way to go. Can always make a glossy afterwards too. I understand. That is absolutely right. Can't really go backwards from glossy. Shell shaded would be awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Head. I think I'm going to go with it. Yes, you're right. And I tell you, I love matte stuff. I love everything. I love matte. And matte on everything. Matte. He's matte. Matte. Everything's matte. I love my fucking freeze up in my webcam. That doesn't want to work. Everything else working now, webcam's fucking up. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with a mid-tone green. Never did cell shading before, but I never did line work before. I think I'm okay enough to have the confidence to do the shell shading. Mid-tone green. Repaint everything. Then go in with a lighter green. Get some shell shading. If you know, it's kind of weird to explain. Outline the muscles or where the muscles are going. Then hit a lighter green that's a little bit lighter than that. Outside of that color mid-tone. I'm going to do a walkthrough. Not that you guys care or not, but I think I'm going to do a walkthrough. But if you don't, shell shading is kind of hard to explain. I don't know how to explain it. It's a tone, a straight base tone with a lighter tone that accents whatever you're accenting. In this case, it would be his muscles and his shell down the center, you know, the crack down his chest. My hand's out of the way. Crack down his chest. That would be, let's say this is the base tone brown I'm using. I'm going to go with a darker tone down the middle. Then I would go black over top of that, and black highlights. Well, not really a highlight, but a black outline of the tones that you just did, but you can still see the tones if you follow me. I'm going to do some research on the internet, see how people do it, what's going on. But I think I'm going to do a shell shading. This is kind of a small figure. I think the bigger it is, the easier it is to shell shade something. I could be wrong, I don't know. But I got a couple PCS turtle statues I got 3 years ago. I got a line of them, and I got 2 extras. I was going to pull one out and fucking try him because it's much bigger scale, but I thought after I looked them up on the internet, man, the value went nuts. I got them for $40 a piece. They're $129 right now, $128. From $100 to $128, and I don't want to mess up a perfectly good statue. Anyway, this is the video. Got everything here out, checking it out. This is part 2. He's a little wobbly, and it's not a very expensive figure in the first place, but that's a little wobbly. A little disappointed about that, but his shell stops him anyway. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Head, thanks for always tuning in and watching. Thanks for everything. And we'll take another ride up to the Target here sometime soon. I don't like that. I'm gonna, and by the way, I'm not taking this apart when I do it. The object of this is to keep him together, treat it as a one, oh shit, one, we're all falling over. There we go, look at that. I'm going to treat it as, look at Michelangelo in the back, he's getting grabbed. Anyway, thanks for guys for watching. I'm going to treat it as one piece. I'm not taking them apart, and I can tell by now, I can tell that he's not very high quality plastic like this, or like this, or like this. I'm not going to get into all that, but yeah, he's staying together. Anytime we got to, Tootsie Roll says, anytime we got to go try the good Target again sometime soon. I know, I do too. We got to do it soon, Head. We'll do it soon. I want to see how many times Michelangelo go around this fucking thing without knocking somebody over. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in for part 2. I'll see you guys on the next one. The next one's probably going to be my car video. Real life size car. Thanks for watching. If you